Hello, Art Museum friends and family. Liz Miller here, your curator. Since we can't be in the Art Museum, I thought I'd bring the Art Museum to you. So let's get started on our virtual tour of Voice Lessons, an exhibition celebrating women, featuring work by 4 fabulous women artists. Eli Corbin of Asheville, North Carolina, Fran Gardner, Heath Springs, South Carolina, Lisa Stroud, Cary, North Carolina, and Beau Wild of Port Orange, Florida. Focusing on issues women have dealt with for centuries, Voice Lessons is a multimedia visual arts narrative of women's lives, focusing on the strength, tenacity, and courage demonstrated by our mothers, sisters, daughters, and friends. Shifting the dialogue toward empowerment, the art of these 4 female artists illustrates the multidimensional reality of womanhood, as intelligent and sexual, and as powerful and feminine with emotional range. Voice Lessons encourages tolerance, empathy, and compassion among women and men, as it draws together the struggle, strength, vulnerability, individuality, and community of the female experience. Meet Eli Corbin. Eli grew up on Florida farmland and relocated to North Carolina in 1979. Intrigued by the complexity of nature and human relationships, her painting process is to create chaos and then work intuitively to find order. Though she has worked extensively in various media, she mainly uses acrylics, collage, and mixed media. She incorporates pattern and symbolism to evoke the strength and power available to women through connection with community, nature, spirituality, and belief in self. Meet Fran Gardner. Her work has been exhibited both regionally and nationally, as well as widely published in magazines and books. Fran is a professor of art and art history and chair of the Humanities Division at the University of South Carolina, Lancaster. In her artwork, she combines oil painting and stitchery, traditionally a female art form, to create complex collages that reference ways in which women have always protected, healed, and advised. She uses allusions to magic, conjuring, and invoking to advocate for empowerment and voice in a slippery cultural and political landscape. Meet Lisa Stroud, who has an extensive background in writing that heavily influences her painting. As an artist and writer, she accesses an intuitive, abstract language through all things writerly: scribbling, poetry, stories, and recycled posters. In her most recent series, she explores the beauty of womankind, its challenges and eccentricities, using the little black dress as her bantering, sometimes whimsical narrator. Most importantly, her work encourages women to believe in themselves. Meet Beau Wild, a native Floridian educated in occupational therapy and in painting at schools in Boston, Tufts University, and the School of the Museum of Fine Arts, respectively. Dual roles as therapist and painter span decades, and each enhance the success of the other. For her artwork, Beau uses the concept of masking to explore the degree to which women reveal or obscure themselves as they navigate the world. According to Beau, as early as she can remember, she was an observer. Several questions intrigued her then and continue to intrigue her now. Questions like why people do what they do, what motivates their actions and reactions, and what makes us all tick. Beau explains the sentiment she means to express in this particular mixed media on canvas work entitled Hear Me Roar. In Beau's words, "Women voices matter. This piece represents the unraveling of restricted bonds, which silenced my voice. Hear me roar." Indeed, Beau, hear us all roar. Thanks for joining me on this virtual tour of Voice Lessons, on view at the Art Museum through September 13th, 2020. Till next time, stay safe and healthy.